Education is one of the most important drivers for ending poverty and boosting shared prosperity, as well as for improving health, gender equality, peace and stability. Growth and development, as well as poverty reduction, depends on the knowledge and skills that people acquire, and not just the number of years they sit in a classroom. The education system in Nigeria, just like most developing countries, is hampered by a variety of challenges such as poor funding, inadequate infrastructure, lack of continuous training for teachers, failure to accommodate the rising population demands, and poor standard of living, among others. Admittedly, though, governments at different levels in the past have made several efforts to improve the education system, but the desired outcome is far-fetched.
Any nation that gets it wrong with its education is bound to fail. If you want to destroy a nation, destroy the educational sector, and the nation is gone.
What the government has to do is to put in more equipment so that they can meet up the standard of that other country they are running to. There's nothing special about them. They don't teach better than us.
It is pleasing to note that in spite of the many daunting challenges in the overall quest to reposition the education sector in Nigeria, the Delta State government, under the leadership of Senator Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, has demonstrated an uncommon resolve to turn around the sector. The administration, through prudent allocation of scarce resources, which each subsector was competing for, came up with adequate modalities to boost the education sector, the result of which is a gradual but sure ascendancy into quality and productivity of both the students and staff of the various educational institutions in the state till date.
In the education sector, we've done so well, both in terms of technical education, which is our star program in the education sector. We are rehabilitating and retraining our teachers in the primary and secondary school. We run 3 polytechnics, and the 3 polytechnics are doing very well. We have had all our courses reaccredited in the various polytechnics. In the university, we have had our courses reaccredited in this last one. The country notices this, and they have continued to recognize the steps that we are taking to be able to grow the human being and to be able to grow the infrastructure.
For optimum value and progress, the various agencies under the sector, such as the State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, the Post-Primary Education Board, PPEB, the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, as well as its higher education counterpart, have in no small way assisted government to implement its laudable policies and programs as encapsulated in the SMART agenda.
Education is the bedrock of every society. So when our children are educated, they'll be able to offer so much to the society. And so that is why this present administration has taken it very seriously as key area that it must look into.
Over thousands of primary schools have been renovated in Delta State. So His Excellency is doing well in terms of our tertiary institutions.
In an effort to enhance access to education and in consonant with Sustainable Development Goal 4, SDG 4, the Universal Basic Education Act and the new National Policy on Education, the OKOWA-led administration has established additional 12 primary schools and 34 secondary schools, most of them in difficult-to-reach areas of the state. Thus, the state government is shouldering the huge bill of maintaining 1,125 public primary schools and 472 post-primary institutions, including the 6 technical colleges.
We've put in a lot in terms of infrastructural development, having gone through the process of ensuring that the schools are needed in those communities.
In the first 4 years, the administration paid priority attention to the upgrade of facilities at both primary and secondary schools. The efforts brought about the construction and rebuilding of over 5,000 classrooms across the state.
The OKOWA-led administration has gone a very far way for this school. He has put a lot of things in place, I will pray it should do more.
Government has done a lot for us, like the provision of a new school and the provision of free education, then the provision of also textbooks for us and qualified teachers to teach us.
I want to thank the governor for the lab and the staff room because we have good classrooms now. We have chairs, tables, and good boards. The teacher and the conducive environment that the government have produced for us, they make me understand better.
Some model secondary schools including Alema College, Abigborodo, Bruto Grammar School, Ogbemude Secondary School in Bojiboji Abo, and Owa Model Secondary School in Bojiboji Owa are some of the beneficiaries of infrastructural upgrade in secondary schools by the OKOWA-led administration. These schools' projects, though started by the past administration, were completed and well equipped with necessary facilities by the OKOWA-led administration.
The first time I came to this school in 2013, there was nothing like this. There was run-down buildings, but the present governor really did his best to improve the learning facilities in the school. These were built for the purpose of helping the students to learn.
The government has really done a lot in the educational sector. In the area of renovation of classroom blocks, it has really improved teaching and learning.
The Delta State government deemed fit to build this edifice for us, and we are enjoying it. It's fantastic. It is properly furnished and equipped. More students are happy to come to school.
Other institutions that also benefited from the upgrade include some legacy schools such as Chudo Girls College Sapele, Urobo College Efrun, among others.
If you look at opposite Mina, you can see a new principal quarter. The hostel that had been burnt, the governor had built it. We talk about the laboratory, had renovated 4-wing laboratory where you have chemistry, physics, and biology. And these have motivated the teachers to go to class and do their work.
With these instruments and facilities the government have been able to provide, the students will be interested in learning.
The governor has done so many things for us. He has given us a new class and a better host after the fire incidents. He has even trained some of our teachers to the extent that they now teach us properly in our school. He has given us a conducive environment to learn. And I want to really thank him for doing them for us.
Beside infrastructural development, the administration, in order to help ameliorate the challenge of low teacher quality, has established the Teachers Professional Development Center, TPDC, so as to retool, upgrade and retrain teachers and instructors. It is heartwarming to report that some new training programs have been approved to commence this year.
The governor thought it wise to have a project like this, and is going to solve the problem of lack of training on the part of teachers. So teachers will have no excuse as to what to do in the classroom. So they must deliver effectively on the mandate that is given to them.
Training and retraining has actually helped me. I've improved my teaching greatly. Once my teaching improved, it has a positive effect on the students.
The state's Universal Basic Education Board has evolved numerous interventions in order to give basic education an upper boost in infrastructure and in terms of human capital development.
The governor has done very well. The renovation and construction of classrooms with furnitures, VIP toilets, all these are put in place to ensure that the children will be enticed to go to school, especially in the rural areas.
Something good has happened to us. If you enter all the classes, there are chairs. All the children are well seated, so they enjoy coming into the class because almost every class has 3 sitters. I will say more grace, sir, because they have tried.
The present administration is doing well. We expect him to do more so that our children will have the education as the foundation for life.
Mr. Byron Onini spoke on the massive teachers recruitment and training exercise and how the state government under the watch of Governor OKOWA has been able to access and pay all the UBEC counterpart funds.
In the first administration of His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi OKOWA, we were able to access UBEC fund. We accessed it from 2013 to 2018. His Excellency was able to pay. That shows his interest in the educational sector. We also trained over 5,000 teachers. His Excellency also made sure that teachers' salary was uppermost. As I speak to you, teachers have been paid up to date.
The efforts of the state government in standardizing the quality of basic education also extends to the ivory towers in the state. Delta State, with possibly the highest number of publicly owned tertiary institutions comprising 3 polytechnics, a university with 3 campuses across the state, and 3 colleges of education, have since the inception of the OKOWA-led administration gained a lot of infrastructural facilities. From Uzoro to Utefiogara and Ogwashuku polytechnics, the joy of new structures to aid studies and administrative work is palpable.
The infrastructural facilities and all that have been upgraded tremendously, and student performance is exceptional.
The structures on ground, they are okay. In terms of learning, the class is big enough for us to sit and learn. The boards we can as well see very clearly.
Colleges of Education Abo and Mosoga are not left out, as both staff and students testify after the fact.
Government has provided a very conducive, peaceful atmosphere for all institutions of higher learning in Delta State to strive, and that is why you can see a lot of positive things coming up.
There have been a lot of equipment in the school from the state government who has bought a lot of things. We also learn about more in the theoretical and the practical aspect in the school.
The citadels of learning also enjoy quality recruitment of teachers as well as training and retraining of old ones.
For us to be able to key into the new technology that is available, we need to first of all have training to change our mindset, to be able to embrace the changes.
By the time we leave here, we will not be the same, especially in terms of this mindset. With the technology on ground, you should be able to see that when you are even teaching your children, they are checking the Google, they want to Google it out to see whether you are right. So you will carry the children along, not just giving them the mental knowledge, but the practical aspect of it, and let them have vision, just the way you have acquired.
Governor Kowa recognizes that education is the right of everyone, irrespective of circumstance of birth. It is therefore heartwarming to note that the administration is paying attention to education of people living with disabilities, PLWDs. The state has 11 public special needs schools at the primary level. In addition to these, 5 secondary schools have been designated as inclusive schools where special needs students study alongside others.
We are in a society whereby people of this category are less considered. But to God be the glory, our governor, the persons of Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, has never looked down on these people, but has a good mind for them.
There's ability in disability. If you teach these people, they're going to give you the best result that you need in life. So I want to thank the state government for starting a school like this. It's a good one.
I am happy to be in school. Thank you, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa.
Smart Delta.
Hey, welcome to Delta. Governor, where they want. Hi, my name is Fretless, and I live in Asaba, capital city of Delta State. As an entertainer, my job entails a lot of movement from one place to the other, and also to be at the right place at the right time, meaning that I need good roads to be able to meet up with work or appointments. And with the new government reform on construction and rehabilitation of all major and feeder roads in the state as part of its smart agenda, it has become so easy for me to move around at all times. Now, I just cruise from street to street, city to city, all over the state. And even apart from the roads as I move along daily, I see magnificent projects everywhere. Check out this one in Warri and several other places. Wow. Governor Okowa is indeed a man with a vision.
As part of the efforts to rectify defects in the education sector it inherited at inception, the OKOWA-led administration took the initiative to hedge up the visibility and relevance of technical and vocational education in the state by ensuring that technical education runs optimally and efficiently. In order to achieve said goals in this regard, the administration repositioned the Technical and Vocational Education Board.
The main objective of establishing the board is to reposition and effectively manage technical and vocational training programs in the state.
Emphasis is placed on skills acquisition as against mere certification. To this end, huge resources have been committed to upgrade of facilities in the schools to aid learning in a more congenial atmosphere. And this is without prejudice to another 18 structures rehabilitated for members of staff.
Technical colleges is a place for skill development, skill acquisition. If you are practically okay, you can fall into the practical side and be certificated on it.
The governor is not only emphasizing on theoretical aspect this time, he's talking of creating an enabling environment where the students and the youth will be able to do something practically and productively. Whoever that pass through here will be easily enough to establish on his or her own.
Sapele Technical College, which over the years suffered infrastructural deficit, now has a number of new facilities, both administrative and academic blocks, comprising classrooms, workshops and laboratories. In addition to these, the workshops have been equipped for proper training. During a visit to the school, the Smart Delta crew came across students in various departments undergoing practical trainings. Some of the students state how helpful the interventions have been to the learning process.
Our government, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, I want to thank him for providing this machine for us. It has really been of great help to me and to the school and other students. It gives us visual understanding about a vehicle and how it operates.
They're providing this equipment for us have really helped us. I'm very grateful and I love the way the teachers taught us in building department.
The government will have helped us in furniture department. They are giving us a good machine, good HOD, to teach us the theory and the practical way to be a good furniture man. I can set up my own because they are teaching me the theory and the practical.
Teachers at the college who have passed through the capacity building training also tell their stories, how the training has helped to improve their effectiveness and efficiency in impartation of knowledge.
When I came into the technical section, we were as if we were playing. There was nothing serious actually going on. But when it took us for training, I was thinking it's just for formalities. But of a sudden, I saw machines coming in, different training was being organized. It really, in short, it added another life to technical school.
It's a welcome development for teachers to be trained. Because after leaving school for a while, for years, we are meant to go back again to be trained as students, which actually has refreshed us as an individual, as teachers in the technical colleges.
I will say a very big thank you to the government, as in giving teachers the opportunity to know the importance of technical school. That is, as a teacher, apart from the student learning computer, you the teachers must know how to operate the computer, because there are so many things the computer are doing now. Everything is online, so you must learn as a teacher.
At Ofagbe, Agbo, Ogo, Iseluku and Utagbugbe technical colleges, the story is not different. Several structures have been renovated and constructed with adequate facilities and equipment to aid teaching and learning.
The school did not have enough infrastructure in terms of building, but it was in its tenure the 2 new buildings, and you can see some are still ongoing there too. A new laboratory was built. They provided equipment for the welding department, the auto department. We have this lifter engine which can raise the vehicle up so that you can do any service you want to do. Then we have the computer department where they also supplied a lot of computers too.
With the equipment that was supplied to the department, that gives us more strength to be able to prepare the students for their NAPTEP. Before, it was not easy for us, but because of the materials we've now gotten, we have been able to prepare these students perfectly in terms of practical. The students can come out boldly and say, yes, we can mold.
The government, they've contributed greatly to our learning process, because when I wrote my primary 6 exam, my mommy told me that I will go for computer training in the cyber caf, And when we calculated the money at that time, it was 8,000. But when I came to technical college, I didn't pay any money. I just saw computer and I'm so happy. And when I asked our teachers, they said it was the government that provided it. They tried for us. They really helped us a lot.
I want to thank the governor very much, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. God bless him for giving us this equipment to work with and for the teachers to teach us. I am confident of myself that when I leave here, I can carry out any electrical work given to me.
These technical colleges with improved and secured linkages and partnerships now enjoy a World Bank C4 grant of 45 million naira annually. These partnerships have brought about the supply of equipment such as M-Tutor, collaboration with JFET Manufacturing Company Agbo for the fabrication of equipment. There is also collaboration with CBN for massive vocational and entrepreneurship training.
This program actually started as a partnership program between Central Bank of Nigeria and Delta State government. The fruit of the vision is already very conspicuous. You can see what is happening right now. People are being taken out from the street. They are given skills. They are also given financial empowerment to start up any trade of their choice.
I've learned a whole lot in the practical processes involved in ICT. I hope to get the loan so that I can go into the outside world to practicalize everything I've learned here. I hope to employ people, pay them to reduce crime and also increase the gross domestic product of our country and Delta State in particular.
Our Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, thank you very much for helping us to have this M-Tutor in our school.
Beside the infrastructural development being put in place, the OKOWA-led administration has also ensured full accreditation of all programs in the 6 technical colleges by the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE). Capacity building for 71 technical teachers has also been carried out to retool and equip them to adapt to newly procured equipment for instructional and productive purpose. All these and many others are enjoying today thanks to the OKOWA-led administration.
Teachers were sent on various professional courses within the country and even in abroad. So if this has helped a lot to increase the efficiency in the classroom, most especially the practical aspects of the job. If you visit our various workshops, you will see them operating the different machines that were procured by His Excellency. You will see students in action.
It is also worthy to note that additional vocational centers have come on stream at Mbiri, Ubuluku and Afisiri.
Really want to thank God for the creation of this very place. It has really helped our youth in this department, the ones that have been trained. They will be able to go out there to be useful to themselves and to the society at large.
I commend the effort of our state governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, for giving us this opportunity for us to touch the lives of youth all over the local government, because I've really seen that even this one I'm giving out now to these people, they are so much happy.
Thank God, Lord, that I'm here to benefit from this small aspiration. Then since we are in streets doing nothing, Lord, but now we have achieved.
In strategic direction documents released by government on the way forward in the next 4 years, the administration has disclosed its intention to build 19 more technical colleges, bringing the total to 25, which is 1 per local government area.
We believe that 6 is not enough. So I've made a promise that in this second tenure, every local government, in those places where we do not have technical colleges, we're going to establish 1 technical college per local government. That means we have 19 to undertake within the course of the 4 years. And we're already putting a program for it, working with the various local governments to know where to site it.
With the huge investment in education by the Delta State government, led by Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, there is no doubt the government has an eye for the future and building a stronger Delta, as no country or state can secure the future without laying a solid foundation for tomorrow through education.
to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do it better. Run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. I see a job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them highlight OKOWA. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.